Guess who's back? Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and if you guys have been following me, welcome back. I am returning to YouTube, so I hope I can get a bunch of videos up for you guys consistently every week. But yeah, I wanted to start off with this look because I don't know, I've been like really obsessed with it lately. Like every time I go out, I'm like, I want a glitter smoky eye. That's all I want. And it's so simple and so glam. Ugh, can you guys just look? Like, you guys already know how I feel about like glowy bronzy looks, you know? So I really hope you guys like this look. I will be trying to do more skincare videos and couple more looks that are different after this one. So, you know, you guys know the drill. Just leave me comments or, you know, hit me up on Instagram with ideas and whatever else you guys want to see from me. And I will try to get that up for you guys. So yeah, I think that's about it. Let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to do a primer. And I just got this one the other day, so I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. But it's the Farsali Skintune Blur Primer. There we go. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm just gonna rub that into like the middle portions of my face. So the first thing that I usually do is color correct, and I've just been using this LA Girl Pro-Conceal, what is this, HD concealer, just under my eyes. And the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Smashbox Studio Skin foundation. And I know that I strayed away from this for a while, but I'm going to just go back to this for this look. I do love this foundation, and I loved it for a really long time, but I'm kind of into like the NARS one now. And then I like to mix a couple drops of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Radiance drops into my foundation, just so it doesn't look so, what's the word, like cakey, I guess. So I just mix it on like a little palette. And then I take kind of a dense brush. This is from It Cosmetics. This is like my favorite foundation brush ever. And just start going around my face. And obviously this foundation matches my body way better than it matches my face. And obviously we're going to blend down our neck, so we don't forget about that. So then I take my beauty blender and I just dab onto the foundation just so it's not too much. So for our concealer today, we're going to use the HudaBeauty Overachiever concealer. And I have been loving this concealer, like legit. Love it. So even though I use this concealer for my under eye, I use a different one for the rest of my face because this one's a little bit too light. So I use the TooFaced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this is in Golden Beige, just a little bit more, you know, closer to my skin tone. I really love this concealer. Like, if you have any dark circles, trust me, you will never see them. And I know it looks a little bright, and I'm like looking at it, especially on camera, it looks super bright. But after we set it and like do our whole bronzer and face and contour, like it'll be fine, okay? So after I conceal, I like to go in with my contour, and we're gonna use the Fenty Beauty Multi-Stick. Is that what it's called? MatchStix, not multi-stick. MatchStix in Truffle. Mine's almost gone. And just go in. I like to do that little, you know, just draw shapes on your face. And then I take like a flat brush. You guys know the routine. I don't even know how to show you guys. It's kind of like, you know, and I contour my nose with it, so. Okay, and the brush that I like to use to blend in my contour is this like dome brush thing. And you guys can see it's kind of dirty, but I like it like that. And then I'm also going to blend in my nose contour with like a smaller, mine's a duo fiber brush, but you guys can use any fluffy brush. And I try to keep most of the contour like defined, so don't blend it like super duper out, if that makes sense. So after we've contoured our face, obviously we gotta bake, and I've been using this Huda Beauty setting powder. I guess it's like baking powder too. I use banana bread, so same deal, just dip my beauty blender. The only thing about her products I feel like bothers me is the smell. It's like so strong. But girl, it'll set your face, I promise you. Okay, so after we finish baking, we're gonna start on our eyes. And for this type of bronzy, like smoky look, I like warm bronzy colors. And the best palette that I feel like has those colors is this Kylie. I don't even know what it's called. Is it like the bronze palette? Don't know, but it's this one. Mine's kind of dirty, but I like this color a lot. I don't even know what it's called, but that is like the most perfect transition color of life. So first of all, I'm going to highlight my brow bone with this light color. Okay, and then I'm going to grab like a big fluffy brush. This is the R37. And of course it has like that color on it already. And grab that transition color that I was telling you guys about and just start in the crease. And you don't have to worry about being super careful with this color because we're gonna pretty much do it on the whole eye. Oh, look at how pretty this color is. I love this color. So the next color that we're going to do is this burnt like reddish brown color, and that's going to go right into the crease, like more specifically like lower than what we did before, so about right here. And I'm still using like a blending brush. You guys can't tell. And you can be kind of generous with the color since we are doing a smoky eye. And I've dragged that all the way into almost the inner corner. Okay, so the third color that we're going to use to smoke it out even more is this dark brown color right next to the color that we used. Another fluffy brush. I literally have like 5 of the same brush, so you guys can imagine. And we're just going to do outer corner and of course blend it up and in, so that type of motion. So it's getting kind of smoky. So once we figured out how much lid space we have left, I like to go back in with that second color, I guess. This is the second color that I used. The blending color, and just kind of pop that on my lid. Just so we have a base color for our glitter. So before I do go in with the glitter, I want to even out our bottom just with the same colors. So I like to take the burnt reddish brown color first and drag it down pretty far because we're going to layer it. So take a flat brush. And I like to drag it down a little bit further than I usually do with my lower lash line or lower lid, whatever. And then instead of that dark brown color, I'm going to actually go in with a black. And I rarely ever do black on my lower lash line, but we're going to do it today. So the black that I love to use is from this Dose of Colors Hidden Treasures palette. And it's super cute. I love this palette. But this is like the blackest black that I've like ever seen in a palette. True black. So just take that and blend across the bottom. Girl. Just like that. I know it looks like a lot going on with the bottom, but we're gonna make it look cute. I promise we are. Okay, so I usually don't jump back and forth between like top lid, bottom lid, and eyeliner. But just so that the bottom doesn't look weird and I know how much to smudge it out, I'm gonna go in with like a, I guess this is like kind of like a pencil liner, but it's like a pencil gel liner. And I use one from Anastasia, but you guys can use any black liner you have. And I like to really smudge out the bottom and the waterline. You have like a true smoky eye. So we're gonna move on to the glitter, and the glitter that I chose for today is from Stila, and it's like their liquid shadows, but it's so shimmery. Like I don't even know what to call this. This one's in Bronze Belle, and we're just gonna pop that in the center of our lid. Doesn't have to be like super perfect. And I try to stay away from the lash line because we're gonna put eyeliner on. So we're going for that type of situation. Try not to go too far out because that's where all our smoke is. Feel me? So after the glitter goes on, we're gonna do our inner corner, and I like to use like a champagne color. This one's from Ace Beauty or Ace Beauty, and you guys can use any shimmery champagne. Like sometimes I even use highlight for the inner corner of my eyes, but this one is just like so pigmented. I'm like in love with it. Can you guys just look? Then what I like to do before I do liner and mascara is brush off all that excess setting powder. And then I'm going to do my eyeliner. I'm going to do just a small wing because I don't want the focus of this eye to be obviously like whoosh. I just want it to be smoky. So I'm going to do slight wing, but normal liner. Okay, I might have lied a little bit. I kind of went a little extra with the wing, but it's okay. So after liner, I like to just curl and apply mascara, and I'm just going to do that off camera and be right back. So then after I've done my mascara, I like to do my brows, and I know my brows take a long time, so I'm going to really fast forward through this, but I like to comb them out first with like the spoolie end of the brush. And I like to use Anastasia's brow pomade for my brows, and this is in the color Ebony. One of these days, I'm gonna film a brow tutorial for you guys, I promise. So after I did my brows and my liner, I'm like looking and I feel like I want to smoke the bottom even more. So I'm going to do that black under and just drag it even more. And closer to the inner corner. Ooh. Okay, so even though we set our under eyes and our T-zone, I like to set the rest of my face with a different loose powder. And I've been using the Laura Mercier Glow Translucent Powder. And I like to like kind of just lightly, because it's glowy. It's super glowy. just lightly set the rest of my face. Just so our bronzer goes on like smooth and everything is like, you know. So the bronzer that I want to use today is from Anastasia, and this one is in Saddle. And I just like to kind of do a slight contour. We don't want to do a harsh contour with a smoky eye. So I take a fluffy brush and kind of carve my cheeks out. And I want to go around where I put the cream contour as well. And I like to take it down my neck too. Just make everything bronzed. For blush, I want to use something kind of like peachy toned. So this is like the Rihanna collection from MAC. So I don't know if you can get this one anymore. This is the Bad Girl Gone Good. But I know that you guys can find a blush this color. I have faith in you guys. And I'm just going to go into the apples and drag it up. And of course we can't forget highlights. So I think I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs one. It's huge, by the way. It's called Guilty. Like, look how big. It's freaking massive. And it's like the perfect color for this. It's like a bronzy golden color. And Anastasia highlighting brush. Ooh, Lord. I want to literally put this everywhere. I might just put this everywhere. Usually I do like a lighter color for my nose, but nope. Today we're just gonna go all in. Oh, look, guys. Okay, so right after I do highlight, I like to set my face just so it's like immediately stuck on there. I use the Lise Watier setting spray. I don't even know what it's called. Magnifix. Okay, so after we've set our face, we're going to need some lashes, and the ones that I picked out for today are from Lily Lashes, and they're the Hollywood pair, and I have worn these before, but I like worn lashes. Does that make sense? I don't even know. I just like how they like sit better. Okay, so now that our lashes are on and popping, we got to do our lips, and I'm going to do a peachy color today, but I want kind of a bold liner just so it's like there, you know. So I'm using Bittersweet from MAC, and I know it looks like crazy when it first goes on, but watch, we're gonna blend it. And then I'm gonna use Peach Stock lipstick from MAC. And I like to like really blend that in with the liner, so that we don't have that harsh, like, you know. I swear Peach Stock is like top 3 MAC lipsticks for me. Oh, I just love this color. Love it, love it. I don't even know what it's called. How do we know what it's called? My palette is so dirty. So while I was doing all that, so this just happened. Life comes at you fast. It's all over my floor now.